Hey guys, it's Elle and we're reading Interrupting Cow. It was morning in the barn. The cows were enjoying some hay. Interrupting Cow turned to her mates. Her name was Daisy, but she was always interrupting everyone, so she was called the Interrupting Cow. Knock, knock, she said. Who's there? They asked in their slow way. They never learned. Interrupting Cow, she said. Interrupting Cow who? When they began, moo, shouted Interrupting Cow. She fell on the barn floor in helpless giggles. Backing out of the barn and leaving their food behind, the herd galloped off into the yard. Interrupting Cow ran after them, but try as she might, they would not talk to her or play with her or even pay her the slightest bit of attention. So Interrupting Cow trotted off to the duck pond, where she waded right in. There the ducks bobbed their heads for weeds, their feathery back ends pointing at the sky. Interrupting Cow waited until she could count all of their beaks. Knock, knock, she said. Who's there? They quacked back. They never learned. Interrupting Cow, she said. Interrupting Cow who? When they began. Moo, shouted Interrupting Cow. She fell backwards into the water in helpless laughter. The ducks swam to the other side of the pond, leaving a wiggle of foam in their wake. They never looked back. Interrupting Cow glanced around. She saw the horses picnicking under the spreading trees in the meadow. She trotted over to them. Knock, knock, she said. Who's there? They asked in their proud way. They never learned. Interrupting Cow, she said. Interrupting Cow who? They began. Moo, shouted Interrupting Cow. She toppled onto the ground in helpless snickers. The horses snorted and sneered and galloped away. She told her joke to the chickens, who flapped off squawking, the pigs who buried their snouts in the mud, the goats who climbed high to get away from her, and the lone donkey who went into a shed and kicked the doors shut. Not a one of them laughed at her joke, and no one wanted to play. By now, it was the late afternoon. Slowly, Interrupting Cow walked towards the woods, where she had never been before. She wasn't really afraid, just a bit, well, nervous, and possibly a little sad. There on the branch of the tree, at the edge of the forest, huddled a strange dark shape. She had never seen anything like it before. Interrupting Cow went closer. Knock, knock, she called up quietly to the shape. The shape opened its big eyes and stared at her. Who? It began. Interrupting Cow, she said. Who? It asked. Move, shouted Interrupting Cow. Before she could fall beneath the tree chuckling, the dark shape said again, Who? And Interrupting Cow interrupted again. Moo. Who? Moo. Who? Moo. Who? Moo. On and on they went, interrupting each other for the rest of the afternoon. Interrupting Cow never had so much fun. When night came, the owl flew off on silent wings, tired but happy. Interrupting Cow walked slowly back to the barn. She thought she might tell the other cows about her long, interesting day and about her new friend who liked to joke as much as she did. But she was so tired, she fell asleep. She fell fast asleep standing up, and nobody in the barn interrupted her very pleasant dreams.